Does it crack you up seeing that every time? I think it's awesome.
Good intro, mate.
Hey, how are you guys?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm very well.
Welcome back to the Lords of Death podcast. Here we are
Lord of Death.
Yeah. That's as bad as we get.
Was that you doing karate?
Was
that your karate move?
We need to pick up those glasses as well, so that we can wear the glasses. Replicas.
Karate man. Lords of Death and Carlis.
Hello.
Hey, hiya.
Hiya.
Lords of Polite Chat.
Yes, hello, how are you? Good evening.
Hello.
Would you like a cup of tea?
Carlis, how are you? We'll put you back on the top.
Oh,
how come he gets to go on top?
Here.
I feel sorry for him.
Oh, that's very kind of you. It does feel wrong, though. I do feel like my right place. It's like sitting in someone else's seat.
Your right place.
You go somewhere, you always sit in the same seat, and you're like, "This isn't my desk."
I'm at the bottom. Why am I at the bottom?
So it's that whole thing. Like, if I drop something, will it look like I'm dropping it?
Can I leave myself to borrow? Oh yeah, I can.
Just drop this pen.
Have my own level. I could have my own
on his head. How old are you guys, honestly?
Anyway, we are here to talk about the topic of choice. Is our favorite or some of our favorite scores, not soundtracks.
Now, remind me the difference. Score versus soundtrack.
I knew you'd screw it up. Go on, Carlos, explain.
So we have the simple way. There is a little bit of a crossover here and there, but the simple way is a score is something that has been composed or written specifically for a film. In mind, whereas a soundtrack typically is where they've taken existing songs and just used it, so played things throughout the film that have already been, released as singles or on albums, etc. There are a little bit of crossovers, and that's we were talking earlier about original soundtracks, OSTs, which kind of are written usually for a film, and there are a few. Sometimes you have the odd one, but that's basically the distinction we're taking. Is today we're focusing on the things that are written or composed specifically for the films that they.
So we can and will do soundtracks in the future. That's a different kettle.
Oh, that'd be a good one.
We can.
Yes. Watch this space to both our subscribers, including my sister and my daughter. So we've got 2 subscribers, both members of my family. You're welcome.
And we love them both.
Cash is mine.
Super chat to the
money.
No, maybe not. All right. So we've just describe how we've done this. We've all picked 5 because nobody else suggested what theirs was. I shotgunned mine first, and that included the first one, so Carlos isn't allowed to take it. And let me think. Sanjay, you said there's only one, which is non-orchestral, and I instantly said, no, there's another one. And then
I think I found 2 others.
And I knew of another one anyway, which is one that I picked. But we shall get there. Who wants to go first? Carlos, I think you should go first.
I thought since you guys have already been testing the sharing options, I thought maybe you should have kicked this off rather than me.
No pressure.
Don't be ashamed if you fail.
I'm sure this will work perfectly fine.
Watch this, guys.
Professional outfit. Well-oiled machine. This gentleman, by the way,
share
is
your
responsible for your air travel. But he knows how to operate a Windows operating system.
He's just about to share his incognito tabs. Close your eyes.
This is a PG-13 stream, man. What are you doing?
Oh, is it? I'm not supposed to swear.
No, you can.
Okay. Kids nowadays are effing and jeffing all the time. Don't worry about it.
PG-13. While he's doing that, just to sidetrack a little bit, in your daughter's school, do they talk about Andrew Tate at all? Have you heard that name?
Obviously, I know who Andrew Tate is. That was hilarious.
Is that because of everything that's in the news or just in general?
I kind of knew about him when he got banned on Twitter.
For
saying some shit. The way it looked, okay, let's
that was a long time ago then, wasn't it?
It was a while back. That's when I first heard of him. Yeah. The way I look at it, right, he talks about, men and women, relationships, right? And out of all the people on the planet, he should not. Because he's a complete dickbag. It's like, what the fuck does he actually know about anything? He's an MMA fighter that somehow...
No, but he can talk about whatever he wants to. You just don't have to listen to him, right?
I know, yeah, but or there's the third option. You can just call him a dickbag. Right, so I prefer option 3. I like door 3. I'll walk through that one. Thank you very much. I'm like, what the fuck? He's talking about bitches and this, that, and he hasn't got a fucking clue, is he? There. Okay. So there.
Anyway, back on topic. So the other thing I thought we should say is we are kickboxing world champion, Presidente, King Dingling. Anyway, so we're not doing John Williams score, so let's just get that out.
We never said that. we literally never said that.
God.
It's all John Williams.
I'm pretty sure that's what I said. John Williams would be too easy. But anyway, go on. You're here now.
So as I am starting things off, as I say, I want to go off with a big one, big hit right at the start. Now I'm going a little bit down a different route, as he's like you were just
play
saying.
It and you can talk over it. Go on.
Okay, yeah, I suppose. Hang on, let me know how loud it is. Is it all right? Can we hear me over it?
I can't hear anything.
Is it too loud? Can you hear it?
Can't hear anything.
All right, hang on.
Did you check the box?
I thought I did.
No, you're not sharing the tab. You're sharing the screen.
I will try again. I knew
share tab.
I knew I'd mess this up. First one we start.
Those of you going on holiday soon, you'll notice that the burning, flaming things on the wings are engines designed by Collins.
If you happen to get sliced,
can you hear it?
Get sliced by a piece of metal and there's a loud vibration afterwards.
Yes, that would be
Carlos did the containment.
Shit.
All right, do you want to give it another go? Can you hear anything?
Try it. No.
It's going. No. It's going. Nothing.
You're not sharing the tab because we can see all of the windows.
Ugh.
You just did the same thing, literally.
Yeah, but I'm in a different. Okay, it doesn't matter. Just what do you guys start, and I'll set up in a different tab. I'll set it up in a different window.
Oh, he doesn't want to share his other window, his special window.
That's what. See, when you do it, it should come up. You see how it's. You can see it now on mine. You should only be able to see the tab.
I should be able to drag it. I'll drag it.
Then when I press this,
that works. This is so unprofessional. We're going to lose subscribers.
I can't hear it.
Yeah, we can hear it.
I can hear it. I can hear it. Yours works. I'm good.
All right. Okay.
Let me just paste them all in.
I don't want to be known as incompetent on the internet. That's not the rep I want.
Non-competent.
Well, you didn't let me test.
Here we go. My first choice. Shut up now, Carlos.
You started now.
Lord of the Rings, the entire trilogy. This is my favorite one, I think, out of the lot. The Bridge of Khazad-dûm. If you guys remember, it's when they're fleeing Khazad-dûm, Moria, and the crap, my mind's gone blank now. Gandalf is fighting the what's it called, Carlos? Balrog.
Yep.
Wow, that was slow. Yeah, they're fighting the Balrog.
Sorry, I'm setting my stuff up.
I think this is a quality piece of music. The entire soundtrack was pretty awesome. If I do this, oh yeah, look, it stays up. Composed by Howard Shore.
Of course.
Don't know too much about Howard Shore's films.
Howard Shore.
Howard Shore.
Yeah.
What else has Howard Shore done? Let's have a look. He's got a big filmography. Scanners, Videodrome, The Fly. So he likes Cronenberg.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Big. She-Devil. I don't know what that is. Silence of the Lambs, another big one. Single White Female. Mrs. Doubtfire, The Client.
Yeah.
7. Oh, okay.
I mean, he really scaled up for Lord of the Rings. He went full crazy mode.
He's done all these smaller films. He's done quite a few thrillers. Loads of Cronenberg. Yeah. David Fincher, he's got The Game in there, a Mangold with Copland. And then, 2001 just dropped an absolute smash.
Do you think that they
Academy Award for Best Original Score?
Yeah, I would say probably the greatest.
When they made Lord of the Rings, that they thought it might not be a big film because actually it wasn't a massive budget. The first one, was it?
No, I thought didn't they shoot them back to back?
Did they shoot them back to back?
I thought they did.
They already filmed. Yes, they did.
1 year after another, right?
And they all looked, when they went to the premiere of the first, they all looked completely different because they had obviously like grown different beards and cut things off, and the hair was all different. So all of them, because they'd done all three, they'd filmed a lot, and then that's why they were able to release them. Yeah, in like, what was it, 2021, 2023?
Right.
Yeah,
they 1 year after another.
I was wondering if they did it like the Star Wars, where they thought it's going to be shit, and it was just a massive hit.
Again, they probably didn't necessarily know. They put a lot of money into it, so they were hopeful that it was going to be good. But
there was something to do with the funding and where it was going to get done and all this getting passed around a little bit, but no, it's a huge production, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was quite pricey.
Massive soundtrack, massively successful. Everybody fucking loves it. If you don't love it, you're an idiot, and you should get off the stream. There you go. I rest my case.
Uh-oh.
Stop sharing.
Someone who's not as big a fantasy fan.
Sanjay, you're not a fuck up. You can go next.
Oh, thank you. Okay,
you're welcome. A compliment.
Why? Thank you for that. Okay, so the first one, I'm actually going to go pseudo classic. This is classical style, but this is one of my favorite scores. So let's make sure I got the right tab. I don't want to share my incognito stuff, do I? That would be bad. Right. Edge tab. Here we go. Can you see it?
Yes. Yeah.
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah, let's go there. Don't put too late though.
That's a soundtrack, mate.
Basil, how do you say his name?
Polydorus.
Polydorus. I was thinking about this the other day. Somebody was posting about it on Twitter. How good Conan the Barbarian is, a proper film with proper dudes and proper action.
I rewatched it fairly recently. First of all, it's a fucking wicked movie, but the soundtrack is like what? It's like they made a B movie and accidentally got a really great composer in. I have no idea how this happened.
You mean it feels like a much bigger, more just like polished film?
Just listen to the music. It just really ups the whole movie by some way.
To be fair, one thing I heard right at the start was you got your big brass instruments. That does make sense. You have a big brass instrument to kick things off when you got Arnie there standing.
I mean, this for me is the best track in it, the intro to it. But all the way through, I think another good thing about a score is it should pace itself with the movie really well, and it really does that kind of exceptionally well. That's the sign of a really good score, isn't it? So, yeah, this is right up there. I think I give myself a penalty point because it's classical. That's the only thing.
Why is that penalty point?
Because I said you get a bonus point.
It's hard
it's
to
not
get
classical. It's hard to do a non-classical.
I don't remember that rule. I didn't play by that game.
We talked about it. We literally talked about it.
Yeah, we did mention it last.
I don't remember saying there's penalty points because I can add.
No, there's no penalty points. We just said it's really hard to get ones that.
Oh, stop picking it literally, you twat.
That's right. We'll put the scores up at the end. Scores up at the end of the stream.
All right.
Basil Polydorus, American composer.
What else has he done? I'll give if you want to just run through that.
Sorry, both Conan's RoboCop 3. That was a fucking. Oh, he did RoboCop.
The first
RoboCop, the proper one.
Yeah, the proper one. 87.
Proper
you know what? That should have been on my list because that was a great score. Not much else. Free Willy 2. Big Wednesday. Under Siege 2. So again, it's one of these guys who's really hit it out the park with. I think I missed RoboCop. That was a great score.
Well, you've got a composer in there anyway. As I say, I'll get into mine in a second. But
yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm listening to RoboCop now. It is good.
It is. It's good. Yeah, it is good
because it's got that gritty Detroit feeling, but you got the cop feeling behind it. And it's got that action sci-fi. It's got it all wrapped up in one.
Yeah, nice.
Whereas the Conan is, you could tell it's just fantasy, isn't it? Whereas this has got bits of everything. It's fantastic.
It's a good score. I missed that one. Yeah.
Yeah, RoboCop is good. He's nice. All right, Carlos.
Right, I can try and attempt. Oh, this is going to be bad.
Literally, go to present.
Yes. I'll put it into the same window now.
Oh.
I'll put it in the same window now, so hopefully it should work. Please tell me this is going to work.
Why have we got a background on? I thought you like sharing all your shite in the background. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like. Why not?
Is it working? Is it loud?
Wait.
Wait. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, thank goodness for
that. It is alive!
It's alive! I got it right once.
Mercy!
Praise the Lord! It's
alive!
Carlos has delivered us! Delivered us from evil!
Deliver us from evil, Carlos!
So thank you, gentlemen. I've gone down the route. Okay, so first things first, that I say that for mine, I felt like for a really good score, you need it to encapsulate the film in some way, like feel right for the film or fit it or be complementary to it. So of course, I've gone down that route anyway. And I've tried to, where there are composers that I really like, I've tried to just pick one by them. So I've kind of said, well, out of these ones, this is my favorite, which is why when you say don't do John Williams, it's too easy. I've only picked one John Williams. The obvious one would have been Star Wars, I suppose everyone sort of says. So I thought I'd go along the route.
There's an obvious answer with John Williams.
Maybe there's not actually. I mean, honourable mention to things like Home Alone and stuff that's incredibly well done, that fits the film perfectly.
I think Jaws would be the obvious mention.
Okay, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I thought of Jaws as well.
Yeah, I mean he does more. You're right in the music.
Nothing sounds like the Jaws soundtrack. Jaws theme song.
On top of that, you're doing more with the music that makes us feel differently without not doing it through pictures. So it's, but again, for me, I just obviously growing up watching these, I just love the Harry Potter films. So I feel like every single.
I mean, they modelled Dobby after you as well.
How did you know? Not the height. Not the
that was good. I thought that was good.
It's wrong. It's wrong.
I went in especially to get the whole prosthetics on. Just so it's just I won't say too much about it. Obviously, it's just an incredible soundtrack, but I think it encapsulates the real. There's the mythical element feel. You've got the instruments that make it feel like you've got this fantasy element, this fantasy world, and that's something that's amazing, and that he's coming into this and finding out about.
You're missing the one word which describes why John Williams' score is so good.
Which is
transphobic. Yay!
Can't mention the Harry Potter without bringing up.
I'm having a pat for that one as well. That was a good joke. Yeah.
I didn't get that.
What do you mean you didn't get it?
Oh, the whole J.K. Rowling stuff.
Rowling.
Let's not get into it. Let's move on.
I'm not into this shite, honestly.
Yeah, but everybody else.
Oh, it's outside of the films. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's not. So the soundtrack is, I think, wonderful. It's one of the ones that I would actually, some soundtracks I listen to, film soundtracks, and I've got sort of some best ofs as well. But this is one that I really do like listening to. Not just kind of the big main themes or anything, but I feel like separate ones.
Once in a while.
There we go. We'll leave the advert out.
Again, but you did miss the one word to describe why the soundtrack or the score is so good. What does it capture about the film that you want to have? What do you want to get the feeling of? Come on.
It's magic.
Magic, yay!
I knew you were.
There you go. Well done. It's my turn again. It is my turn again.
Yeah, you'll go.
Goodness me, technical hitches everywhere.
I'm going to do this. This is a bit more mellow.
Oh,
Vangelis, well done.
Particularly, I do like this song the best, although there's quite a few on here which are excellent. This I will claim as a non-classical music. It's electronic. Yeah,
you can
synth.
have that. Yeah.
I just love the synth.
He likes a bit of what is that? Synth saxophone there. What's all that about?
Now saxophone, right? Yeah,
synthmophone.
What I like about this track is you can just play it any time of the day. It's just great. Calming and soothing. Relaxing.
I always like that it harks
the love theme. So this is when Rachel, was her name Rachel? She comes over because she clocks she's a robot, spoiler. And then he decides, I'm going to get with this walking dildo. Sex. Does she count as a sex doll, technically?
I
Kind of does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Depends if she's got, what's the word? The not artificial intelligence.
1982's Blade Runner, directed by Ridley Scott. Scored, like I said, by Vangelis. How well did it do?
Vangelis, I think. Vangelis.
Was it Vangelis? I keep saying Vangelis.
I don't know.
Have you got? There's a special edition of the soundtrack. I don't know if you've got that.
No.
I only have like the standard version, but my aunt brought the special edition. It's like this 3-disc set. It's got loads of shit on there. It's awesome to listen to. Yeah, there's loads of different tunes on here. The one that I think I like is it called Metallic Rain? And there's the song right at the very start of the film when they're walking in. Can I find it? It's Memories of Green. No, it's not this one.
Yeah, sorry. I'll mute.
No, this is the one I was thinking. And there's another one, maybe it was on the special edition, when they're flying in and landing over the tower. Yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, great song, great film.
I always liked the fact that it feels like a throwback to like the film noir sounds, and on top of that you've got all those electronic noises, because the whole argument of whether they're actually real or replicants, people are replicants, is quite a nice choice to have that kind of electric, mechanical sounds to the soundtrack.
Did you get the feeling that you're... Wait, what? Is it meant to be 2019? What year was it set?
Yeah.
It was meant to be set round about now.
It was a few years back, so I remember there being the bringing up. I can't remember what year it was.
Let me have a look.
Yeah, I think this is another one where the score really made the movie just that much better. Did such a good job on it.
I mean, the visuals help, but yeah, the feel. It gives it the feel that you're looking for.
Yeah.
You're in some crazy futuristic world. There's robots walking around that look like humans. They got people that think they're humans, but they're actually robots. All sorts of shit. Flying cars.
So what year was this one?
1982.
82.
It's a Philip K. Dick.
Yeah.
Well. Something about dreaming of sheep. Do androids dream of electric sheep?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And it was 2019. Hey.
Wow.
LA in 2019.
1982. I was just trying to think. What was the cyberpunk influence before this?
Because it was in the 80s. I don't know, actually.
Early 80s. Because like even all the anime stuff came after this.
It's not Dark City. Was that not?
No, it's 90s, 96 or 7. Yeah, even like there's a writer who's known as being like someone who kind of started a lot of that for Neuromancer and everything. I think
Brazil.
That's 90s as well.
Brazil has some fucked up shit in there.
Yeah, again though, I feel like that was late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah. I think you're right. The William Gibson book.
William Gibson, that was it. Yeah, like, but I don't know if they were 80s. Like he's kind of one of the main people that started cyberpunk.
Well, that was 84. Neuromancer.
Is it? Oh, maybe that is one of the big influences because they say that he's kind of the one who first started bringing that in through like literature.
Attack ships on fire.
Carly still gave a speech like this when his clock runs out.
This is him as design review. All of this washed away like tears,
like tears in the rain.
Do you get like a name?
Carlos, when are the schemes going to be released?
Not yet.
Country girl like tried to give an impactful, meaningful speech about immortality.
First cyberpunk.
Carlos, you're confusing us again. All right, I'll stop sharing that one. There you go. Sanjay, back to you.
Right. Okay. Which one do I do next? Okay. Let's present. Share screen. So I think we've already talked about this one quite a lot, but let's do this one.
Wait. Yeah, all right, go.
Yeah.
Yes.
To me, this, in terms of the more modern movies, this really does ace it.
Is this the one where he does the voiceover at the start? Oh no, it's the Grid. It's the second one. Well, I like when he starts talking and then he drops.
Grammarly makes communication.
No! Just play, don't worry.
5 seconds, it's fine.
Let this play around.
One day I got in some shit like that.
Yeah, this is where he talks.
I heard this.
The Grid. A
So
digital
good.
frontier.
And this in Dolby surround sound. Mwah. So good.
I checked. This is the one film I have in 3D.
Motorcycles
I don't have any 3D glasses.
with circuits like freeways.
I might still call this back.
I kept dreaming of a world I thought I'd never
You
see.
are absolutely welcome to.
And then
This is the reason I upgraded my surround sound system,
I got in.
because this is a beast. So
The incredible thing is Daft Punk as well. I'm sorry.
It's
Yeah, I know.
yeah,
It's like, I can't believe they kind of got like an actual artist to.
yeah, some of them. Is it Rinsler?
The best one is Derezed. That's the best song on the whole thing, I reckon. There's Derezed there.
Rinsler. There's Rinsler. Game has changed. That's a good one.
Yeah, that one's okay. But find Derezed.
Oh, sorry, man.
When the stakes are high at work,
There it is.
pressing that A and want to save time.
But there's End of Line Club's also really good.
Yeah. This is the one from the when they're in the
Yeah.
car, they're fighting. It's great.
This is nuts.
This is brilliant.
They must
Just by
have been
itself, it's a brilliant song.
fucking amazing. They must have been absolutely high on the crackers crack to do this music.
This is
Honestly,
amphetamines. That's what this is.
Shit.
Right.
and
You're on the good
it's gonna
stuff.
go. It's gonna go. It's gonna kick off.
You can hear it properly. We can't hear it properly. We're just getting the system, but it still sounds good.
This is nuts. Yeah, this big speakers surround sound. Oh god.
Like me and you are like quite enjoying it. We're jamming, but Carlos is like white boy stood there. No, I just can't get the beat. Can't get the beat.
Yeah. So I think in the case of Tron Legacy, normally you get a score and it adds a really nice topping to the movie. It just makes it that much better. This was a significant percentage of the experience.
Yeah.
I mean, you went because of the sound and the music. It was fucking hell.
I would say that no film looks like Tron Legacy either.
Yeah, I was gonna say I did have
Visually, it's got.
Wow.
Don't get me wrong. With the Tron Legacy, the movie
I think it's
itself
wrapped up,
has-
wrapped together. It's got the look and it's got the sound in it.
It's so good.
It's just
I don't know
saying the
who put
story's
these two things together. It's like, they put you got your Apple, you got your pen, you got Apple Pen. It was so good.
Let's have a look. Let's see. What's the story? Tron Legacy soundtrack. Soundtrack. Oh, let's see. What's happened? Carlos, you go?
Woof, woof, woof.
I don't want to hear Beethoven's score. What the hell's wrong with you?
Shut up, dog, man. Shut up, dog.
The
Hey,
director and music supervisor approached Daft Punk and requested that the duo compose the film score.
Oh, that was it.
And then asked why did they do it? And they said, how could you not at least go to those guys?
And here's a link, right? So a movie that came out the same year as Blade Runner was the original Tron, which was a full-on
There's a nice little link between the two.
Movie.
I watched that about a couple of years ago for the first time. I thought it was decent.
The original Tron?
Yeah, the original Tron. I thought it was
okay.
It's all right. It's
all
all
right.
right.
And again, that looks different as well, but I think it's still...
It's very, very odd the way it's like
that. It's a solid movie, yeah.
I say it's a better movie than Tron
Legacy. Hold up well. Yes,
that's what I would say
as well. Yeah, agreed.
Tron Legacy, his son was a bit of a damp squib. You just want to punch him in the face. But Cora. God damn.
Olivia Wilde.
She's batshit crazy, but yeah. As a robot, I'd be buying that shit. You know what I mean?
Damn straight.
God damn. Come
on,
Carlos.
Right.
The audience are
have
hungry.
One.
Hungry.
They're hungry for the next.
Stream. What the hell?
You got it?
So small.
Oh.
You've clicked shit. What have you clicked? Go on, play it. Let's just see what happens.
Hopefully it works.
It's coming through, but I don't know what you've done with your window.
It's just how it's come up.
There you go. Can't go wrong. I think it was massively influential on like basically anything that came afterwards as what it should sound like if you are in the outback. If you're a Western film, you basically just copied Ennio Morricone. Obviously, it's heavy influence on Tarantino, and the instruments that he chooses. Like he specifically picks things that sound like they, I suppose, would fit in with, like I said, the location, like the fact that he's got strings, he's got some whistling, he's got like these noises, almost like outback sounds or animal sounds. But it's more that it's such a big influence on things that came in the future. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you guys thought about that pick, whether that's a bit left field.
No, I think that's absolutely bob on. It was composed for the movies. It was great. Looking at it in hindsight, it's a bit weird to go, wow, you know, all that shit. What the fuck's that?
Yeah, there is some weird, like the noises in the background are weird, but I can see.
You know, well, fair enough. But yeah, I think it's a good pick.
And then, to be fair, I don't know whether it counts as composite, whether it's like, say, because it's not all classical music.
It's not classical.
Orchestral.
No, it's not.
But,
no, it's orchestral, but I wouldn't say it's classic.
Yeah, so it's a little bit different to some of the other ones. So looking for something a bit more bonus pointy. But again, I do think it is a wonderful soundtrack. A lot of it has the influence of the main sounds, you know, listening through it. But yeah, the fact that, like I said, it's just influenced so many things that then have done it later. I said heavily Tarantino, really. But I don't think there's too much more necessary to say about it. I don't know why it's come up so small, but I think it's non-advert. There's no adverts in it, I think. So I think that's maybe why it's come up with such a small window.
No, it is weird.
Yep, there we go. So happy to jump on to another if you want.
Whose turn is it?
Wait a sec.
Back to CJ. Is he prepping?
He's prepping.
Let's carry on listening.
I've got something for you, but it's not very visible. I'll remove that. I don't know if this is going to work.
Hello. Clear your browser history, mate. This could go south very quickly. Do what I do. Create a dummy account that's clean. Clean dummy account.
I may have to share the entire screen.
Oh, hello.
I click this. Click share.
Those cookies will get in trouble, mate. I'm telling you.
I'm going to maximize it and then... Can you hear that?
Yes.
I know it's the wrong angle, but you can see what it is. Right.
I know exactly what it is. Pirates of the Caribbean.
This is Pirates of the Caribbean, Hans Zimmer live at the O2. You ain't gonna see this that often. I need to upload these to YouTube actually because they are pretty awesome. So why keep rotating?
I do love live, like where they play it either during while the film's on the big screen and they have the live orchestra or playing the music. I do like that as a kind of.
It's pretty cool.
Experience.
So this woman here at the front said, I don't know if that's his like main cellist chick, but she's awesome. She's fucking awesome. And then yeah, it was just a great show. They made everything into like a production. Yeah, it's just great. All the lighting, and they had dancers and performance, and they did all sorts of stuff. So, actually, one of my other choices is also included within this live viewing, so I'll find out for next time or for the next round.
Who did the soundtrack for this?
Hans Zimmer.
Zimmer.
What Hans Zimmer? Okay.
Yeah, you saw him in the background in one of the shots.
Oh.
I do really actually like the Pirates of the Caribbean. There's a few of the songs are actually really good. The main, obviously, the main themes, the kind of the kind of, I don't know what you want, the main famous one, but I do think.
While I'm here, do you want to hear another one?
Yeah, I was going to say there's a couple of others where the bit like the Jack Sparrow kind of, he's got his. It's just like you try and capture a character's feel in music, and it's perfect.
Again, I'm cheating. I said I wasn't going to do this, but there you go. Oh, you can see this one properly. Can you hear it well?
Yeah, you can actually. Yeah.
Can't really see this. My video quality is pretty poor.
Man, you should see his filmography: Inception, Dune, Gladiator, Dark Knight.
All this shit. I've got all the videos for all of them. That's what I mean. I need to upload them, really. I don't know if I'll get in trouble. And then the dude kicks in.
Yeah.
So it's the same guy, I think, that they used to actually play the guitar in the actual film. So this is right at the end of the show, and then he was like, "We're about to bow out," but then this, just as No Time to Die came out, they said, "We can't come to London and not do James Bond." And then he just dropped it.
Oh, there he is. I think Hans just came around and sat at the piano.
Yeah,
right?
he did. Yeah. Mm. He's on the piano.
Yeah, I did consider Gladiator, but then I'm trying to stay away from the classical ones, so I didn't go for it. Yeah.
All right, I've hogged it for too long. There you go. There you go. A treat, some live music.
Fantastic stuff.
Who's next, Slanky?
Me. Share screen. Share screen. Right. Edge tab. I'm going to go for this one. Let's try this one. I really thought the music here was really excellent.
Oh.
Yes.
Don't even remember it.
Yeah, exactly. It's not one I've listened to since.
You don't remember a bit of the old Eric Serra?
Oh, there's a bit of guitar.
Oh, that was a bit of a guitar, but yeah, he did. Oh god. So this is all the atmospheric stuff. So I don't think this is it's composed, but it's not classical. This is all the beginning where he's meeting the little girl and stuff.
Grammarly makes
fucking Grammarly. I hate Grammarly. Jesus.
What the hell is this shit?
looking for a new
Because I don't have any of these ads no more, I completely forget what it's like. I must admit, I never really think of Leon as having a good soundtrack.
Yeah,
I think
I've only seen it once.
Yeah, the problem is you watched the wrong version and you thought it wasn't very good.
What do you mean? We watched it together.
Yeah, you watched the extended cut and never watched the extended cut. Never watched that. It's the only case where I'd say never watch the extended cut. It's pretty bad movie, that is. So I thought the soundtrack for Leon was very good. Eric Serra went on to do, I think he did a Bond movie, one of the Pierce Brosnan ones.
Yeah, I was going to say the name rings a bell.
Yeah. So I'm trying to find there's a track later on where he goes absolutely. Let's try that one.
La Femme Nikita. He did Goldeneye. I knew it was something like that.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Goldeneye. Great fucking movie.
Yeah, it had the same sort of feel to it.
Very atmospheric and moody.
Yeah. So yeah, there you go. Leon. What else did he do?
Did not expect that.
Yeah.
He did Fifth Element. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Fifth Element. That's actually a really good one.
He did 2002 Rollerball.
Oh God.
He did Bulletproof Monk.
Oh yeah.
No,
Has he ever brought out any music? I feel like I don't know, maybe not.
No, I think you're thinking of somebody else.
Yeah, maybe.
Go on, Carlos, hurry up.
Right, yes, sorry. We'll move on to the next. So, I will pick next, if I do it correctly, one that was composed specifically, but by artists for the film.
Under the Sea. Under the Sea. What is this? Simon and Garfunkel.
You hear now?
Press play.
Oh.
Obviously, The Graduate.
Oh my days.
Oh,
Yes.
how old are you? Oh my God.
I feel like self-deleting when I hear this song. Just like that sort of track. As I'm writing my letter, this is what I'll be listening to.
Okay, so let me go into it. So this one's a little bit spoilery as well, but what I think is perfect about this is when they wrote this soundtrack, it's kind of like a person who's kind of getting to understand themselves and kind of a coming of age kind of film. Obviously, Mrs. Robinson's the famous one, which everyone kind of knows more. But for me, this one was a bigger one. I think this is the most powerful. The film is The Graduate.
I haven't seen it.
So basically, nearly gone too low. This one though, and it's a bit of a spoiler, so I was going to say, if you say you're not seeing it, then that's not so great. But it's one of, I think it's one of the best uses of a song in an ending to a film that really feels what the characters are feeling. Because there's this wonderful moment, again, spoilers, so sorry about this, but there's a moment where they finally decide to run off together, and they get on this bus, and they're super excited and happy, and then they sit down, and there's this moment where he just holds the camera on them and plays this song. And they don't know what to say to each other, and they're not sure if they've done the right thing. And there's this wonderful look on both their faces of uncertainty because they don't know if it's right. And the film just ends there. And it's this perfect mix of the song and the feeling of the characters in the film. So for me, and obviously it's a nice bonus point for the fact that it's not a classical song, but I felt, especially because of the ending, and obviously the music throughout kind of suits someone getting to understand who he is and so on and so forth, because that kind of laid back Simon & Garfunkel sound they have, that very 60s, 70s.
But did they do the score, or is this just one song on the whole?
No. So they did, there's like multiple songs. So Here's to You, Mr. Robinson is like one of the most famous ones you probably know, but there's like on the album itself, there's like 7 of their songs or something.
Okay, all right, I'll let you have it.
Used throughout the film. That's what I mean, that they wrote for the film. The only one that they didn't was Mrs. Robinson. It was actually already written, but it had a different name, and because of the character, Mrs. Robinson's, who's coming onto him, they changed the title and the name of the main in it to Here's to You, Mrs. Robinson, which you'll probably know. I was going to say, if I searched for it, I'm sure you'd know that one. And of course, Disturbed did an amazing cover of this. But it's one that suits the film wonderfully. And that, as I say, if you ever watch like best of, endings to a film, that's the ending of The Graduate is probably in there because it's just incredible.
But you have to admit that is a depressing song.
Well, that's the weird thing is you wouldn't necessarily go away and sit and listen to these songs. But apart from, although Disturbed, if you've ever heard Disturbed's cover of this,
the guitar.
Disturbed's cover of it is amazing.
You are a bit of an emo, aren't you?
I had bloody Tron Legacy, fucking Daft Punk. They play fucking helmets and they're fucking on crack and LSD and shit. They go, I play guitar. It's not too loud because my mom will tell me off. It's like 2 guys playing music in the bedroom.
Feel better, don't worry.
You're gonna bring this back.
There we go. Bring it back.
Bill Conti's Rocky Balboa theme song. Sometimes it's called the theme song, sometimes it's called Gonna Fly Now, right? There is an instrumental version. I don't know if this version's got the words speaking.
Is there a one with lyrics?
Yeah. The women sing.
Yeah, because the normal one has got lyrics. Yeah, you're right.
But sometimes you hear it without it. It'll just be the instrumental.
Oh, you got a few lyrics.
He has got a bit of a Paul the Ratcliffe to his run, hasn't he? The way he drops one shoulder.
Dude, is this your montage?
This is essentially how
This is literally your montage, isn't it? When you really fucked up and you sent that thing to Germany. Oh, that's no easy way out. Sorry.
No, I was going to say that's no easy way out. Yeah.
No, there's no easy way out. Yo.
You're welcome, Carlos. I've just raised your testosterone by a couple of.
Much appreciated. I feel like I'm already bulked up a bit there. Just watching
the ultimate workout song.
He literally beat. See, TJ, when they say "don't beat your meat," they're talking about that. Okay.
You're gonna have to
They're talking about rockets.
I should stop beating up my side of pork.
Hey, El Presidente, you're a bum. You're a
bum. You're nobody.
My favorite line is, Carlos, tell me, what do you see? I see a finger. Okay. What do you see now? You see nothing! We would have came past your face in.
You see nothing. So good. That's a good sprint as well, I'll tell you what. He's got a good...
say? Because you got the heart, but you ain't got the good snowball.
Like, I'd always quite liked it. Like, when I watch Tom Cruise running, I always feel like it's weird. Whereas when you watch Rocky...
Tom Cruise can't run.
Yeah, it's just weird. I mean, it looks like he's moving quick.
It's like a robot.
It just looks odd. Whereas this actually looked like he was rapid.
So look at that iconic right there. The music.
Philadelphia, your Adrian.
Yeah,
beautiful.
You know what the difference here is? They used the music with montages, and that was great. That was a great thing.
This is the montage one again from Rocky. Going the distance. It's famous. If you need to get a pump on.
Are these different? Are these different composers?
No, same.
Oh, Bill Conti. Oh wow.
Oh yeah, this one is really.
He composed the first Rocky, and then I can't remember if he's involved in the rest of it.
I do like this one as well.
Yeah, this is a really good.
So this is when they're in the ring and he's getting absolutely battered round after round. We're still going. But
it feels.
The best bit is when he gets knocked in, but he gets back up.
Before they kick into the.
Yeah, just this bit.
You can feel it building, and that's the brilliant. Like the fight's building, you're getting tense.
It's how it goes with what's on the screen as well. That makes it great. See, just by hearing, you know what's happening on the screen.
Yeah, pumped.
You don't say about that Garfunkel song, do you? Rubbish.
What? You just said you haven't seen the film.
Yeah.
The whole point is you do. You actually feel.
But everybody's seen Rocky. What does that tell you? What does that tell you?
No, just you. I'm talking about you. You just not seen it. To be fair, I've not seen it either. So.
And you've seen everything.
All right, never mind.
I've seen everything. I've not seen that. So good.
Adrian!
Yo!
Adrian! See?
Fucking yes.
Comes to a gunfight with a fucking pencil sharpener. This motherfucker. Don't know who you're messing with, Carlos. Don't know who you're messing with. Alright, there you go. Back to you, Solanke.
Right.
Is this your final one?
No.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, it is, yeah.
I thought we had two more.
Or is it?
You've got one.
I'm
You went
on
first.
to my last one.
Yeah, you went first, so you've got one left.
I've got a doozy.
Right.
Special.
You bozos.
No, wait.
See it?
Just share it one sec. I keep forgetting that. Sunshine.
So good. Yeah. Have you not seen it? You've seen it.
I've seen it, yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. I've never listened to the soundtrack since.
I can't remember the soundtrack yet.
It's such a good, just general soundtrack. It's so emotional.
The George Clooney jobby when they're in space.
No.
Cillian Murphy.
This is the one where they have to go to the sun.
No,
yeah. It's the Danny Boyle one. Yeah. I did watch it.
Danny Boyle. Oh yeah, it has got that like.
Such a good score, brilliant.
Chris Evans, Rose Byrne, Michelle Yeoh, Cliff Curtis, Benedict Wong's big cast, Mark Strong as well.
Yeah, it's a good cast.
Yeah, good
Got
cast.
quite panned.
Great,
I quite like
great
it.
movie.
Yeah, I quite like it. I think it's good. People didn't like the second half. I did.
So it's got this kind of I take it, it's not exact, it's orchestral, not classical.
Very string feel.
Yeah, but it's got a real emotional punch to it. A big crescendo of music, and it goes down. This particular scene is just amazing. It's like, yeah, so good.
I have to say, I was going to say something that I was going to mention anyway, was like how our perceptions of certain instruments affect how we feel about them when we see it in the film. And like you're saying about strings, strings is always like quite an emotional, like, you know, like hard to explain. Like, so you feel it more than you can explain it. All right,
Load your next song.
Load it up.
Yeah. So yeah, in this case, on the Sunshine soundtrack, they've actually got sound effects in the score.
Oh,
so you're listening to the music contains the sound effects. So like when they're listening into the signal from the other ship, it's actually part of the music. There we go. Interstellar. All right,
that's right.
Yeah, you're up.
So this one, even though it's a bit more of a kind of very much I don't know, it almost seems like a smaller one for such a big film. But again, this is my Hans Zimmer pick, so I think he's an absolutely brilliant composer for films. I really do. And I wanted to kind of pick Gladiator, but obviously cannot, as we discussed. So I was finding it hard to decide between a couple of different ones. I really like Inception as well, which he did.
Inception's better.
Yeah, very, very good. How he uses the sound of time and like slowed down sounds, but like his technical work with these is what I really, really love. And this theme, this is the main. I mean, there's a lot of other bits that are very, very good, which I say I've kind of taken some notes about. But this one I really love is that it's, and again, one of our friends sent that video that kind of does talk about it, of like, Chris Nolan didn't want him to know that it was going to be an epic, big sci-fi film. He just gave him some dialogue between like the father and the daughter, and was trying to get him to write something that would fit around that. So when we talk about that kind of emotional heart, that like center, even though he goes off and is doing these incredible, important things, there's always that feel of how he feels. You can almost feel with the music and the instruments that they're using, his connection back to home and his feelings for, like, you know, his child. So I always thought, I found it this one emotive. It's a very emotive soundtrack. So again, technicals are very good as well, because he's explicitly gone away and like thought, well, which instruments, how long do I want? Like, again, a very big theme of the film, of course, is distance and travel or time. So you can hear certain things that almost sound like clocks ticking at certain tracks in the album, or like elements of like let me just turn it down a bit. Going a bit louder now. Sort of elements that feel like you're either waiting on something or something, like there's an urgency. Like you can almost feel like now there's one of the songs which is fantastic when there's that connection between her realizing and putting it together. Again, I'll try not to spoil it, but back in the room with all the books, and those parts I think were fantastic. And it rather than just someone looking at it and realizing something, which is important anyway because you're invested in their story, the music added makes you feel it more rather than just that. Yeah, I think he's done an incredible job with it. Several of the tracks, it's something where he's like I say, a church organ is used. I think there's that reverential feel, and when there's a lot of elements of him looking up and doing something that matters and means something, and I feel like that's probably an element that they wanted to bring into this. I mean, what are your guys' thoughts on the Interstellar soundtrack?
It's got a really grand feel to it. I mean, grand as in space. It doesn't feel like a massive orchestra necessarily. I think because of the whole church organ thing. But yeah, it's a fantastic score. But does it really stick in your mind?
It's a bizarre one where, so this isn't something, you're right, it's not something I'd go away and listen, like I don't sit down and listen to the soundtrack over and over again, but I suppose when I was going for these, it's like, although, for example, like I said with Gladiator, I have listened to like a couple of those main tracks. Is it Earth is one of them and one of the others, so whereas this one is more, when I say best scores in use in a film, so I've gone with a couple of mine are like that, where it's just I think the use of it and where they've used it and how they've used it and complemented the film it's in, that's why I wanted to pick it rather than it's something that I go away, like so yours, I think you guys have picked ones that are really good to just go and listen to. I just feel like this is just wonderfully put together for for the film.
Don't worry, I'll bring you back down. Here we go. This is my final one, so you gotta go big or go home, right? So here we go. It's not that long. Can you hear it?
Yeah, I know this very well. I bought the CD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the energy in this song. It's just great. The charge. You know exactly what's happening.
Hans Zimmer again.
Sort of Zimmer in this because we said we weren't going to do John Williams. Yeah.
Well, I don't actually recall that being the case.
Yeah, I don't remember either. You said it was easy, but you didn't say.
I'm sure that's what we said. But anyway. Oh, let's zoom.
There he is.
I think this is more memorable than the Interstellar.
Yeah.
The battle.
Oh, absolutely.
By a long way.
The actual song is like 12 minutes long in real life or some shit. Yeah, this is great.
I think a score should be memorable. You know, because the music and that scene should just tie it all together so well that you're coming away from the cinema or watching the movie, and it's in your head.
Yeah.
That's a sign of a really good score. And a lot of the ones here do that. Some of them don't, and I don't think the Interstellar one is that.
No, like I say, no, you're right. It doesn't. You don't take it away with you thinking of the music as much. I think it's not something where you'd hear it and think, "Oh yeah, I'm there again." But I feel like it complements it so well. Same, I suppose.
It does. I mean, don't get me wrong. It is.
Yeah, same with Inception. It's wonderfully fitting of the film, but you wouldn't go away and listen to it and go, "Oh, I'm going to put that Inception soundtrack on." Whereas this, just.
Yeah, it's just great, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's not Lisa Aria, it's some other chick. But yeah, she's like a backup because she can do it.
I'd say it's a good choice, except it's an obvious choice. Obvious choice. You get no.
What do you mean you get no points for picking something which is excellent?
It's too obvious. Clearly,
the point of this video was to make favorite scores that are amazing, and I think I've done that with all 5 without doing John Williams. I'm at it.
Well done. No, I do think this is.
Who is sharing both screens? Oh God!
I was going to say that one.
Go on.
I can say that was Gladiator, wasn't it?
That was Gladiator.
I have to admit that's probably, I think, the first film I remember crying at the end.
You don't announce that on live YouTube. Clip that shit if you listen. Clip it.
It's because he died.
Carlos little baby.
No, because he's going to his. It's the bit where he's walking through the field to that music. Wonderful.
Oh my God! It's so sad, but happy at the same time.
Yeah, his family.
I do confess though on YouTube that I cried watching The Last of Us.
What?
There you go. See, it's not just me. It's nice.
Yeah.
You cried watching The Last of Us or playing The Last of Us?
Both.
What?
Yeah. You need to either play the game and or watch the TV show. You'll know exactly which point it is. And
man, I'm streaming with a pair of bitches. Who would have thought? I ain't never cried in my goddamn life, not once.
Maybe
when I was a baby, I came out smoking a fucking pipe. How do you do?
Giving one-liners.
You expecting a crybaby? Get out of here. It's on you.
Well,
it's your final shot. So I think
you're an emotional retard. So let's leave it.
Right, so he came out. He came out when he popped out. He probably just went all too easy.
No, he didn't. He fucking didn't. Fuck you.
I think I probably did. I can't remember the details. I remember the pipe, but I can't remember. Yeah, I probably did.
You didn't. You didn't. That's mine. You fuck. Right. Okay. Can I go?
Let's finish this up. I think we'll have to
waiting. Hurry up.
Yeah, we'll have to just do soundtrack.
Just if you find one, it better be good.
It's a good one. Here it comes.
Okay. I'll give you that. It is good.
It is good.
It is
right.
good.
Ready for this? Unless we get Grammarly again.
This is some fucked up shit.
So good. And there's a real good little riff going on underneath it. You can feel the tension. This is the scene where he's beating up all the bad guys, I think.
It's so unusual as well. Like it's not a standard score, you know?
Oh, listen to it. Listen to the crescendo at the end. It's so good. Nailed it. You're welcome.
I did.
That was good. It was
Mic drop.
And that one is one where the soundtrack was better than the film, though the score.
Bullshit. I love the film.
Yeah, the film's actually pretty good. I think the film's good personally.
It was okay. It wasn't great.
I think it was good.
Yeah, emo
Shush
Batman.
Shush your
right.
Mush.
Come on, man. He was not a good Bruce Wayne at all. Yeah, he was a decent Batman.
He was a good Batman. Yeah, it was an emo. It was an
terrible
emo Bruce Wayne, but he was a good Batman.
And the like the final act in where were they? Was it a hockey game?
It was in a stadium, but it wasn't.
That entire thing was stupid. Right at the end, I thought that was stupid.
Oh, that bit at the end. I'm not sure about that. But
it's a great fucking movie. But yeah, shit.
Great fucking movie. No.
All right, Carlos. The pressure's on now. You've had two heavy hitters.
Yeah, I'll do my honourable mentions. There's a couple. So
no. We'll do them at the end.
Oh, will you? Okay, all right.
You can play one of your honourable mentions if you want. I'll play one of mine.
Right, just because I picked this because I feel like again something that is very iconic.
You can't share it, can you? You can't share it, can you? What?
You got it up?
Oh, sorry. Yes, there you go. Ooh.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Talk about iconic. It's like, obviously, the man likes to do his own soundtracks, doesn't he? So, John Carpenter. And I feel like out of all.
I was going to say, I was tempted to put in Big Trouble.
Yeah? I'm not surprised you were tempted.
That was going to be one of mine. But I thought it's not really that memorable with the film. You don't think about it.
Yeah, see, whereas I feel
Halloween
like
is more memorable.
That's what I mean. I feel like if anyone hears the first few notes of this, everybody knows.
Actually, and for a laugh, you need to click on the Mortal Kombat next. That's a fucking great. That's a great song.
Yeah, we'll do that afterwards. So there's not too much to say about this one because obviously I say it's just that.
So was this your honourable mention?
No. This is the last pick.
Right.
I thought I've got a couple of honourable mentions that I'll mention it. I'll bring up at the end. But I felt like this is definitely just something that's very. Yeah.
No, it's a good choice.
As I say, he's done a few others. I think this is the best of all the ones he did. Yeah, exactly. Like
it's tension.
Yes, I was going to say, it sets up something of like an unstoppable
foreboding.
Yeah, unstoppable.
Wasn't there an actual song for Big Trouble?
Yeah.
There was a song, wasn't it? Big trouble. Little China.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh,
I know the John Carpenter song is pretty good.
I don't remember. Oh yeah.
There is like a hip hop rap remix of David Lopan. Have you heard that?
No. David Lopan.
Yeah, the hip hop remix.
This is really pissing me off.
And then it's remixed.
Do you want to hear it? Shall I play it?
Go on then.
Yeah, I was gonna say, unless you want me to do the ball.
This is great.
Go on.
Yeah, all right. Present. This is great. Can't believe you haven't heard this. Here it is, the darkest magic.
Oh my God.
It's great. I was gonna snip a bit of this for our theme song because it's that good.
This is Jack Burton and the Pork
Okay,
Chop.
can you do that? I don't think so.
No, because it's like taking a sample of something else.
Listening out there.
Why not? Oh man, what's happening?
Yeah, you run out of internet, mate. You're out of
Too
internet.
much. Seeing our faces is just there. He
Yeah,
is.
the hip hop beats.
Are you crazy? Is that your problem?
Yeah, Lord of Death. That's what I.
That's what I mean. It worked, didn't it?
All right.
Yeah.
David Lopan. And you have succeeded, Mr. Burton. What, you? I don't get this at all. I thought Lopan. Shut up, Mr. Burton. You are not brought upon this world to get it. Come on. Lopan is like nothing you can understand. Magic. The darkest
Well,
magic.
the good thing about this is it's got clips from the movie. It's not actually the music.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's a hip hop song using David Lopan.
Yeah,
This is the
just
chorus.
watch the movie. It's better, isn't it?
It's just a band song, isn't it?
Oh,
I think it's great.
Have many mysteries, many unanswerable.
Go on, Carlos. Your honourable mention. You can go.
Honorable mentions. So I wanted to
You wanna
bring
play
up.
it?
These are a bit. No, I've not fired them up or anything. So very quickly, I'll fire through. So I already mentioned sort of Home Alone should be in there. I mentioned in Inception. Obviously, I said I would have picked Lord of the Rings. That was my first pick. I think it's the best score to a film ever. Grand Budapest Hotel, which I doubt any of you really care about, but in terms of Wes Anderson, it's very good. But it's Wes Anderson is this quirky, sort of strange, unusual, odd kind of director, and it's like I think that's the soundtrack that fits his films the best. It's actually pretty. Again, it's not one you go and sit down and listen to outside of it, but it suits it so well, and it suits him as a director really, really well. And the characters for each bit when they're introduced, that's the bit of music he uses is very good. And then the last one, which I'm sure you guys would appreciate, is Patrick Doyle from Sense and Sensibility. And one called My Father's Favourite, which is absolutely fantastic song. It's brilliant, and it's a wonderful composition, but I thought probably not something to talk about today. I think they won the Academy Award for Best Score for that year, but it's again, it's just, if you probably have heard that song, but you might not necessarily know it, but it's a wonderful piece of music. So how about you? What are your honourable mentions that you wanted to, but didn't quite make the cut?
Okay, I just quickly loaded up two of mine, so maybe I'll play them both. Present slide, share screen. So the first one is like you recognize it, but then it sounds different.
Yeah.
The slow ramp up.
Yeah,
you know
really
what it is.
Yeah, everyone knows
what it is.
See?
Yeah.
See, Carlos, this is what we do. This is what we bring. Right there. There's honorable mention one. The alternate version of the main title march from Superman.
Have you?
The best bit is that 40 seconds long. One second. This bit.
There it is. It's like a second build-up. Brilliant.
John Williams again.
Yeah,
Shit.
Can't beat him.
You can't.
Cannot beat him. How good is that?
Have you ever played the John Williams the score game, the soundtrack game, where you have to you start singing Superman, and then you keep singing it until someone says either Star Wars or Indiana Jones, and you have to transition within 5 seconds to that song, and you've got to You see,
Anyway.
it might be easy for you. It does get quite hard after a while. You have to keep jumping.
This
back
is
and
my
forth between
my
the
second
songs without stopping.
Memorable mention.
Yeah.
Specifically this one. I like this one. Bishop's Countdown. Right at the end when they're trying to get off. Do you remember it?
Funny enough, I was listening to this the other day because I was thinking, am I going to put this as an honourable mention? One interesting thing is some of the tracks from here are actually from Commando.
No way.
You can hear it. Yeah, you can see it. You can get it.
Yeah.
Commando. There's a good. Actually, that's a good memorable mention with the
it's good music.
There you go. Carlos, you could have picked anything like this, and you went with, the Slit Your Wrists soundtrack.
Wait a minute. I need to do my. Can I just do one? Can I just do one?
You can do one.
We should just kick him out.
We just done one. I think we'll have to leave it at just soundtracks today because I think we've taken quite a long time. We'll have to come back maybe next time. Sorry, scores.
Here we go. It's beautiful. Fucking beautiful. Yes.
Oh shit! I had it.
Yeah, of course. I wasn't. I'm not going to give.
This would be an obvious mention.
That's what I mean. I'm not doing honourable mentions of John Williams because it's just.
I know.
You could name all. You could literally just name all of his music. Yeah.
I've got this one live as well.
Oh, good.
You want to see this one live?
Oh.
Do you want to see it?
Duel of Fates, mate. Oh god.
Like I said, I don't know what it is with John Williams.
But I didn't pick it as one of my 5 because it's.
That's
John
what
Williams.
I mean. Like I said, it's like I'll pick one of his is what I thought, but there's all this. You could pick any of them. Did he do E.T. as well?
Yes.
Oh, it's just.
And you did pick him. Let's just get that.
Yeah, I know. I said I picked one. I picked the best one. Well, maybe the best.
Not the best one.
Arguable. I have a soft spot for that one. They're all fantastic, to be honest.
Yeah, Duel of Fates had to put it in there.
I can still hear it.
Superb.
So good.
Maybe it's just your
there
mind.
You have it.
In the books.
Some excellent scores recommendations by the Lords of Death.
Lords of Death. Go on then, pick one. One.
Pick one?
Yeah, favourite. Out of all the ones we've discussed.
Me? Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. What about you, TJ?
Oof. See if... Oh,
Why you gotta do this?
I don't know, man. I don't think I could pick one. Not from that lot. If I had to pick one just in general, it would probably be something from Star Wars. It wouldn't be any.
No. From the ones we've looked at today.
That's the thing for me. It's a bit easier because, like I said, I think it was the first actual CD pack that I bought, the 3-film pack.
You'd have to be Rocky. I'd have to.
The one you probably listen to the most, you think?
Just because it's the only one that really not motivates me. Well, I guess motivated is the right word.
Yeah, you get pumped up.
It's the one that ramps it up a notch, and you feel like it makes you feel something different. Whereas the rest of them were just good music. I mean, the rest of them were obviously really good.
Yeah, I was going to say sometimes. Yeah,
I think the Rocky one is the only one that has a proper drive, gets the blood going. And Gladiator was good as well. They're all pretty. They're all.
That's what I mean. It really does work, and obviously picture works with it, so that helps. But I think it's hard to pick.
I think
you've killed people, so you're going to say Leon, right?
No. Well, each score has got its own really strong bits, right? So I really like the beginning of Conan. There are bits in Blade which are excellent. Ennio Morricone, it's got some great bits in it. But you know what? You're going to hate it. But I actually choose Rocky as well. I think that's a good choice.
See that?
I did not see you both agreeing on something.
Yeah, I know.
Put that in your calendar.
That's a twist.
Yeah.
Sanjay agreed with TJ there.
Yeah, right. Let's write down.
Jan, flipping heck. Hell hath frozen over. Right.
You've not even sent me the calendar invites. You're not going to do this, you bozo.
I'll send it out.
Bozo.
I'll get to it.
Sanjay agreed with TJ.
Need a date in it to remember.
That's a day
Which
to
one?
remember.
Which one do you call it? Say Harry Potter.
No. For me, Lord of the Rings, absolutely.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
the
Lord of
first
the
one
Rings,
that I
yeah.
bought. I bought all of the CDs for all 3 films, and you got all the different emotions you can listen to. The quiet ones, the loud ones. It's one that I don't mind just putting on.
Yeah, it's great, but I don't think he's the best one that we played today.
For me, it is. I have a soft spot for it.
And again, you started in that Pippin Longstocking.
I was going to say, which one's he going with? Oh, yes, the idiot.
I was about to say Mary. I was like, no, I can't give him Mary. That's too much.
Peregrine took.
Fool of a took. That's right.
That's it. So I think we're going to call it there. I think we
should call it there. That's a long extra.
Yeah, no, there's no chance. We ain't got any more time. That's it.
Thanks everybody for listening. We hope you enjoyed it.
Talking to.
Fun to do.
The people that are going to watch it back, like and subscribe if you do. We'll be doing more of this stuff every couple of weeks. What do we want to
sister and my daughter who subscribed to this?
Carlos, pick a topic for next time.
What do we want to go down the route of actors and who's got range and no range, or do you want to do soundtracks?
No, hold both of those.
Hold those?
Yeah, let's do something.
We'll have to have a think.
How about favorite underappreciated movies?
That's so tricky. That's
favorite underappreciated movies. You know what I'm going to pick? I'm shocking you already.
Yeah, I know what you're going to pick.
Solanke, you know what one of mine's going to be, so you can't do it. Actually, we can both talk about it if you want, but you know what one of mine is. Game over!
Just a teaser there.
All right, and on that bombshell, say goodbye.
Yeah. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.